What's up, Spud Nation? Happy Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's get this week started out the right way. I hope you all had a great weekend. I'm another year older. Holy man. Here we go. All right, Spud Nation, for those of you who ordered the Sports Couch hoodie or the tee, thank you very much. You guys are part of the first ever order of Sports Couch gear. Be very proud. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Wear it with pride. All right, we're going to get going. We're going to start out talking some NBA talk. This weekend, one of my buddies, Jay Boog, thank you, man, took me to the Milwaukee Bucks game. Bucks played the Pacers, and let me tell you, it was quite the dud of any NBA game. The Bucks were horrible. The Pacers, they're a playoff team right now, but man, was it hard to watch. A lot of standing around, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of one-on-one, not a lot of star power on either team. It was a tough game to watch. It physically hurt us to sit there and watch the game. The high point about the game, Charles Woodson, Charlie Peppera, they came out at halftime, walked around the Lombardi Trophy. That got the biggest ovation, way bigger than any ovation throughout the entire NBA game. So that shows you just how excited Milwaukee Bucks fans really were to be there. Alright, so we watched the game, and on our drive home, we started talking about NBA basketball versus college hoops. I love college hoops, and coming home from that game, obviously, I was pro college hoops. Yes, the talent isn't supposedly there, but I love how they come together, they play as a team, and it doesn't matter how big a star you are. You look at Jared Sullinger from Ohio State. This dude can take it in the paint, and he can score at will. But when the double, the triple team comes, he finds his teammates for better shots. That's what basketball is all about. Playing defense as a team, playing offense as a team, making the extra pass. Great movement, great screening. I love college basketball. I love the college atmosphere. But then I turned on the TV Sunday morning, and lo and behold, Miami Heat playing the Boston Celtics. Star power galore. You look at that. 7 All-Stars playing in that game. Both teams fully loaded, a lot on the line for this game, and the basketball was a lot better. You didn't have guys standing around as much. You had the star power with LeBron James. I love watching LeBron James play. He makes the extra pass. He doesn't force shots like Kobe does. I mean, no offense to Kobe, that's just his game. But LeBron, he goes after it. He makes the extra pass, and sometimes to a fault, he passes too much. He defers too much. But came down, it was a great game. Boston ended up winning the game. A couple missed free throws down the stretch for Miami. But that is what basketball is all about. Maybe it was just a difference between great teams and very, very miserable, poor teams. That's what we're stuck with here in Wisconsin. Watching the Milwaukee Bucks struggle night in and night out, year in and year out. They go out and they make moves that they think are going to help, and yet, no go. But it's nice to see that good basketball is still played at the NBA level. And then the later on Sunday, Orlando played the Lakers, and Dwight Howard, you are the man. What more can be said but Dwight Howard, wow. Wow is right. Dwight Howard's unstoppable. You want to go and talk about Andrew Bynum being the next big thing. He's going to be a big center. Yeah, LA won't trade him for Carmelo Anthony. Give me a break. He's not Dwight Howard. He is not an impact player like that. And Carmelo Anthony is. He can go out there. He can get you 30. He's a team guy. I love it. Carmelo Anthony would look good in anyone's uniform, and I don't know why they won't pull the trigger on an injured Andrew Bynum to bring in Carmelo Anthony. Just mind-boggling. All right, we're going to jump ahead. For those of you who do not know, here at the Sports Couch, we're running an NCAA pool. It runs a little bit like this. $10 a bracket, unlimited brackets. I'm hoping to get 2,000 entrants. You do the math. That's quite a large chunk of change. Everything is mailed in, handwritten. I correct them. My bracket is broadcasted right here on the Sports Couch. And then guess what? Updates are going to happen frequently. They're going to happen often right here at thesportscouch.com. Tell your friends, if you're in a pool, tell them. This is like buying a magic lottery ticket. You buy one, you have a chance to win humongous dollars. Check it out right here. You have any questions, comments, concerns about this? Craig at thesportscoach.com. Email me. I'll answer them all. I'll tell you any more details that you need to know. All right, a little bit more on college basketball. Monday night's games. 2 nights games. This game should have been a big game. It should have been a huge matchup in college basketball, but it's a dud. Kansas, KU, the Jayhawks, taking on Kansas State. Going into this year, I was pro Kansas State. I loved what they had coming back. I loved Frank Martin. He gets in there. He's a physical coach. He gets them fired up. But they continuously laid goose eggs. Jacob Pullen says, hey, we make the NIT. I'm not playing. Like I said on a prior show, well, you're not going to be playing in the NCAAs. Too bad. So sad. It sucks to end his career like that. But shouldn't open your mouth, dude. Play hard. Go out there, do what you do, and take the NIT if you even get invited to that tournament. Kansas, on the other hand, a team, they have the Morris brothers. They're tough. They're a tough team. They don't play strong enough defense for my liking, but they've started to learn to win all these close games. Winning close game after close game, and that is going to do them great justice come tournament time. The other big game Monday night, West Virginia taking on Syracuse. A battle of zones here. West Virginia will throw a little 1-3-1 at you, throw a little man. They'll mix it up a little bit. I love what they have. And then Syracuse. They're falling down the side of a cliff and at a very major rate. That 2-3 zone, teams are picking it apart, especially in the Big East. This would be a marquee win for West Virginia if they can go in there and get a victory over the Orange. After this weekend's great slate of games, we have our new Spud 10. Now, I'm not going off record here. I'm going off of 10 best teams. These are the guys you don't want to play, and we're starting with Texas. Great defense, great offense. My #1 team in the country. ESPN, you're going to follow suit. You know, you're only like 3 or 4 weeks behind. Congrats. You'll catch up to the Sports Coach one of these weeks. Duke, my #2 team. Duke, probably one of the scariest teams entering tournament time. They can spread the floor. They play as a team. You heard me talking about team earlier. They spread the floor, and they can shoot the lights out. 3-point shooters all over the place. Duke, a very tough team coming in as my #2 team. #3, Pittsburgh. Play like little Bulldogs. They go out there, they play solid D. I like what they do. A tough, gritty. Got a couple seniors in there that play really tough. Pitt, my #3 team. #4, Kansas Jayhawks. Crack the top 5, good job. They have great offensive skills. If they can lock down some people on defense, Kansas will be a very, very tough outcome tournament time. #5 team, Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish, senior laden all over the place. I love what they do. Great height. They have Hansbrough. I love this kid. What a find he was for Notre Dame. The day he transferred was the day that program turned around. Notre Dame has it all. They are a legitimate, mark my words, national championship contender. #6, Ohio State. Coming off a loss, I understand that. That's not the reason they dropped so far. Yes, it did point out a few of their weaknesses, but Ohio State has been playing close game after close game, and they showed a huge weakness against Wisconsin. Wisconsin was just more hungry for the ball. They got after loose balls. They got on the floor. They took charges when needed, and Ohio State did not step up and handle that challenge. Ohio State, they need some maturing. They still have probably my player of the year in Jared Sullinger on their team, but falling to #6, Let's see if they can turn it around and end up winning out the Big Ten to ensure themselves a #1 seed come tournament time. Number 7, BYU. Jimmer Fredette. Done. That's enough said. If you have a stud like Jimmer Fredette, you are in every single game. Doesn't matter, you put 2, 3, 4 guys on him, he's going to get his, and BYU is going to win. Number 8, Georgetown. One of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in all of NCAA basketball. Georgetown, you talk about gritty teams, they have guys that can shoot, they can get it down low. I love what they do. They hung with Marquette on Sunday. Marquette, a team that throws different tempos at you, and Georgetown did a phenomenal job handling that. Number 9, San Diego State. San Diego State, again, a team of misfits, junior college transfers, guys people didn't really want, but they're a long, athletic team with great coaching. Yeah, their schedule isn't the most tough thing in all of the world, but San Diego State, they win the games that are put in front of them. San Diego State comes in at number 9, and new to the top 10, Wisconsin. I know not every game is going to be played at the Kohl Center. If that was the case, Wisconsin would be my number 1 or 2 team in the country. Wisconsin's got to learn to win on the road. They're not the most athletic team, but they are tough. They're tough, they're gritty, and when they're shooting the ball well from the outside, one of the premier teams in all the land. There you go, Spud Nation. That's my top 10, the Spud 10 for this week. I hope you all have a great Monday, a great Valentine's Day. Enjoy yourselves, and come back tomorrow. Till next time, we're out.